Alright, to do this problem, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see if it's factored. It's factored. The reason why I know it's factored because you have the parentheses there, and there's a GCF. You'll know that it's not factored if it's kind of like in a descending order, which we'll do tomorrow, which you'll have to factor it before you do the problem. So this is already in factored form. The second thing is I need a basic graph. To get a basic graph, I'm going to take just the highest degree of the exponent. So here's x. This one, you could expand it as x minus 3 times x minus 3, x squared minus 6x plus 9, right? But just to a shortcut, the highest degree is going to be x squared. And this one will be x. So to find my basic graph, if I have all of the same base, you just need to add the exponents. And that'll give us what class? 4. X to the 4th. Now, is 4 even or odd? Even. I have to think back to what is the easiest even one we know.
Quadratic?
It's a quadratic one. And in a quadratic one, I have x squared. So think back to the easiest one you have, and notice if you draw yourself a quick graph, the basic graph says this: opens up, starts up, ends up. Okay, so this is my basic graph. It's going to mirror an x squared. The next thing I'm going to do is multiplicity. To do multiplicity here, I'm going to use the zero product rule. The zero product rule essentially says that each of these equal to 0. X minus 3 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0. Notice I wrote this twice, didn't I?
Yeah.
But when I solve it, I already have one here. So the first one says x equals 0. The next one here, if I solve this, this says x equals 3. Now, pay attention. I don't want to write the x equals 3 twice. So that's why they call it a double root. And then this one class will be x what? X equals negative 5. The next thing I'm going to do is look at the degree that it has. So this one right here has a degree of 1. The degree of 1, is this odd or even?
Odd.
And odds, do we do kiss or shoot through?
Shoot through.
X equals 3. Its degree is 2. This 2 is an even number. And you will kiss. And the last one, its highest degree is what?
1.
1. Odd or even?
Odd.
Shoot through or kiss?
Shoot through.
Let's go ahead and give yourself a graph now. The first thing I'm going to notice is, just to give myself a hint, I like to use a pencil, is the graph is going to end up, or start up, sorry, I'm going left to right, and then it's eventually going to end up. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and draw my x-intercepts. Let's write the numbers there, 0, 3, and negative 5. So when I approach -5, I'm going to shoot through the x-axis. So here's my starting point. I need to get to the other arrow. I'm going from left to right. So you can notice I'm kind of going through. Put a check mark. And I'm approaching 0. So at 0 I'm going to have to shoot through it. And then when I approach 3 though, I need to do a kiss. So I go towards 3, kiss, and then run away. Notice how it's not going through the x-axis. And I need to end up here. And this is my graph in factored form of graphing this polynomial.